sem som, Juju.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Vai acabar esse jogo. Eu vou dar um pouco. Deu Red Dead 1. Red Dead 1. Deu 2. Vai sobrar mais tempo pra poder jogar mais ele. Bom joguinho. Soul Calibur. Muito bom. Né? Vamos fazer isso aí. Avançar. Dá uma aumentada que tá muito ficando quente. Com calor.
We should be heading back.
Não manteve aqui, gente. Só deu trabalho pra chegar de novo. No lugar que eu tinha chego. Olha, tem uns 4, 5 load que me deu sono já. Já tá bem, Matheus já. Tá caído. Eu tô bem.
Everyone is staying. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious.
God. Talvez algum outro dele morresse nesse. Se eu fosse ficasse na guarita. Eles lá em cima morria todos que estavam lá em cima. Falar com esse maluco aí.
If I may, Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting close. The thing is, I've heard...
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of...
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
Constellation has suffered loss before.
You can stand to drop a few pounds. I don't mean a diet.
Muito cheio, será? Tô. Vamos lá, falar com o Pontífice. Tem que ter um papa, não adianta ser uma igreja, uma coisa, mas tem que ser bem tratado como um papa. Pertinho.
Yes, exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you, he's giving me a
Keeper
lot to think
Aquilus,
about.
can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
Agora há pouco tá um
No, she
tiroteio,
figured
explodindo,
that out a
morrendo
while
todo
ago.
mundo e
Had
ele
to
tá
adjust the
indo de boa.
pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Entra no Sanctum Universo. Posso estar armado no Sanctum Universo? Posso? Eu tô sempre de capacete.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I understand you have doubts, but walk with me just a little bit further. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Bora. Prisioneira Vrão. 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 O nome da personagem é Vrão. Quase ele, não olha. Agora não lembro, hein? Não sei qual que é mais perto, não tem por dentro nada.
Advanced Technology Corporation in the settled systems.
House Faroon. Really don't know much about them. I think that's how they like it.
Esses load me estressam, gente. Fica muito tempo no load. Loading, 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 loading! Loading!
That's convenient. Kila City could really use something like that. Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. Or she did. God, that was ages ago. Well, that looks...
Hi, how you doing?
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave me.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
Let's see. Looks like you're logged as some kind of cyber expert. No laser fire in public, alright?
O cara ficou girando aqui dentro. Estamos trabalhando. O cara ficou girando aqui dentro pra cá e pra lá. O cara fica pra trás e pra frente.
I'm surprised I have yet to see the inside of the security office. Here's hoping the streak continues.
Ainda bem que eu fui no certo já. Fui o primeiro que eu resolvi. Depois o segundo. Então ela tava indo pra um posto pra depois ir no outro. É, persistência, gente. Tô quase desistindo já. Diz que eu quero saber a história. Acabar vendo a história no final. Ficar muito travado desse jeito.
And when you get a moment, can we talk? You know, the way you handle things, not bad.
If you're looking for a tracker, you've come to the right place. If not, well, I've got nothing.
Vai, Bigode, fala aí o que você tem que falar.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no. The Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
I've got some stuff when you have the time.
Uma cena. Quando eu cheguei lá eles não estavam tão mal, eles estavam só deitados no chão, esperando eu falar com eles. Então talvez se eu tentasse defender ali, né, eu acho que não... Talvez nem fugisse, uma coisa assim, o caçador, tipo, tretasse depois uma hora e acabasse fugindo. Ou, né, falar, ó, foge pro poço e foda-se. Na sono esse jogo. Sanctum. Universo. O cara já ouviu a história dos dois. Ele podia ter me resumido as duas histórias numa só e falado, né? Ele mandou falar com os caras pra voltar aqui e não falar nada. Isso que vai acontecer aqui, velho.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. What else did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes...
This guy's really hard to follow. Can we just get a straight answer?
Well...
Indum 2.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Não tô a fim de conversar contigo não, querido. Eu estive lá agora há pouco. Pouco tempo atrás eu tava lá assistindo. Agora não sei se eu fui certo ou não, agora eu fiquei em dúvida.
Ready to take off, Captain.
Ixi, tem errado. Tem errado. Gunibu. Travou tudo, gente.